welcome whoever you are to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thank you so much for joining us today here at Meg's Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, and this is my trusty butler, Scallion. Thank you, Scallion. And of course, in my lap is the adorable and fluffy Miss Alice Pooper. And we're so glad you're here today because we're celebrating the pagan Sabbat of Mabon. That was exciting. I guess not for you, Poops. Well, I guess it is time for words of wisdom, and clearly she's used to it by now, so I guess we might as well do our quote. And today our quote comes from the famed naturalist John Muir, and it is, "The winds blow their own freshness into you, and the storms their energy, while the cares will drop away from you like the leaves of autumn." You can see Poopers is already thinking on that, so shall we? Yes, we shall. To Autumn by John Keats. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and to fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells, with a sweet kernel to set budding more, and still more later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease, for summer has o'erbrimmed their clammy cells. Well, I do feel a cool breeze blowing after that, Poops. Do you? No, not so much. She knows it's still pretty hot where we live, but in my mind, I feel a cool, crisp autumn breeze starting to blow, because today we're going to be talking about Mabon, which is one of the celebrations on the pagan wheel of the year. The pagan wheel of the year is divided into 8 sabbats or celebrations, 2 of which are tied into solstices. You have Yule and you have Letha, which are your winter and summer solstices, and then 2 of which are tied into your equinoxes. Ostara is the spring equinox, and Mabon, which we're celebrating coming up, is the autumn equinox. And in between those 4 holidays, there is an additional holiday based on pagan traditions than on astral events. So this is one of the 4, what I like to call cosmic holidays. So I always enjoy those, and it's a holiday that is about balance, because the equinox is when we have equal daytime and nighttime. So this is an excellent holiday to focus on inner balance, life balance, and really kind of getting your house in order, home and hearth. This is the second of 3 harvest festivals. We just had Lammas, and if you look back at our first episode, you can learn a little bit more about Lammas. And now we have Mabon, and then the 3rd one will be coming up, and that will be Samhain, which is also Halloween, which is my favorite, which is New Year. Oh, we are going to start decorating very soon. Very, very soon. I just keep going around every day going, can I start decorating yet? So get ready, kids, because when I start, we're going to get this mansion rocking. Back to our topic of today, which is Mabon. This is a wonderful fall festival, so it's all about having a big feast. I do consider it my pagan Thanksgiving, so I like to have, the family, and it's a nice time to make a stew or a pot roast if you're a carnivore. If you are not, bring out your best vegan or vegetarian dishes. It's just a time to make your bestest bests for your friends and family. And it's a wonderful time for root vegetables, potatoes, carrots, parsnips, rutabagas. Squashes are starting to come in, but a big focus right now is going to be on apples, grapes, and berries. Think about all the jams, jellies, and preserves you could make or just eat, if you're like me. I'm not a big preserver, but I do enjoy eating them. And of course, think about the pies you can make. You know, Parfait, I hear, makes a very mean apple pie. I hear that girl can make an awesome apple pie. Let's take a look and see how Parfait makes her world famous apple pie.
And now it's time for What's the Tea with Parfait?
Hey, it's me, Parfait. Today we're going to make the best apple pie. So, the first step is preheating the oven to 400 degrees. Step 2. Go to the freezer. Step 3. Open the box. We don't make it easy with these things. Now, we're going to take our homemade pie and put it on our cookie sheet. I lined the cookie sheet with parchment paper. Nobody likes a mess. Step 4. Pop it in the oven. Oh, that was a lot. 45 to 50 minutes until golden brown. Next, you get a pitcher and you fill it with ice. Then, you get a couple glasses, some other stuff to go in this. Oh, and my favorite part, the mooch. Add your cinnamon sticks. Add a little apple. Oh, that was kind of tough to get out. Then, you want to grab some apple cider. I usually just eyeball it, so looks good. And the best part? Gosh, the moonshine. Oh, yeah. Give that a little stir. And what do you have? Delicious apple pie moonshine drinks. You need something while you're waiting. So you're just going to go ahead and you're going to pour those in 2 glasses. Just like so. I love baking. And that's Parfait's recipe for perfect apple pie.
Well, I can't wait to eat and drink those after dinner tonight. In the meanwhile, since we've already talked about the apple part of Mabon, let's talk about the grapes. Because grapes and wine are another big part of Mabon. It's kind of what I consider one of those bacchanal type holidays where drinking a lot of wine would probably be appropriate, but everyone keep a lid on it and don't get carried away. So it's, just think about those deities like Bacchus and Dionysus, and you can kind of get into that kind of a bit of a mood. So we decided here at the mansion that it would be super fun to have a blind wine tasting. And Scallion is going to be setting up the wines for us, and I will be tasting them, and so will be Awarė. And we're going to see if we can tell the difference between an inexpensive wine, a medium-priced wine, and a little more pricey wine. So I went to the grocery store this morning and I bought 3 California Cabernet Sauvignons. I bought the very, very most inexpensive one the grocery store had. I bought one kind of in the middle, and then, now this was a grocery store, not a wine store, so they didn't have a lot of super pricey wines, but I did buy the most expensive Cabernet that they had. So right now, Scallion's gonna take it over and lead us through our wine tasting. Scallion.
Scallion here. Today, in observation of Mabon, we will be doing a blind wine tasting. We'll be using 3 wines. We have the entry-level priced wine, we have a mid-range wine, and the premium priced wine, all Cabernets. First, we're going to start with variety number 1. And that will be in glass number 1. I think I'll start the next pour with bottle number 3. Remember, this is the entry-level priced wine. And then we'll finish up with the mid-range priced wine. Then we'll take the bottles away, and then we'll have Meg and B Awarė taste the wines, rate them, and then we'll have the big reveal and see what these wines really come through as. Hi, and we're back. I'm here with Meg and B, and we'll be tasting wine.
Wait! I am a ghost. I cannot taste wine. I can't eat or drink.
Well, I think I can solve that. Now you can eat or drink anything you want until midnight.
Oh yay! Now we can party.
I don't get too carried away, okay, B? All right, Scallion, what have you got for us here?
We have 3 different wines, 3 different price levels. They're all Cabernets, but there's a lower, a mid-priced, and a higher-priced wine.
Think you can tell them
And
apart?
you're going to give us your opinions.
Well, in life, I must say I was rather thrifty.
Thrifty or thirsty?
And thirsty. So I don't know if I'll be able to tell them apart because I don't know if I've ever had a good wine.
Well, we're going to find out. Shall we start with number 1? Are you ready?
Number 1.
Number 1 it is. All right, here comes the wine.
Can I take that?
Oh, number 1. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's your first drink in a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
Enjoy.
I'm so excited. It's very good.
There's definitely some tannin in that. I can tell that.
It's wine.
You're very excited about that.
It's luscious. Thank you.
It's wine and it's luscious. I like that. One more little.
Yes. One more. Okay.
You might want to like do one of those where you breathe in with it, like. Well, I quite like that. Would you drink this?
Sure, I would drink the whole bottle.
That was quite tasty.
Yes, I would drink the whole.
I hope that's the cheap one, because if it is, we're gonna be drinking a lot of that.
We are.
All right, shall we?
Excuse me, they're not cheap. They are all good wines, but some of them are more affordable.
I like that if it's the affordable one. Shall we cleanse our palate?
Oh, sure. That would be this one.
When's the last time you drank water, B?
Oh. Oh.
See, she can't even remember.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we switched out our palates and we are ready for wine number 2.
Oh, we get to drink more. Okay.
Don't tell them.
Do they know? They know what? They know which one is which?
Of course they
Oh,
do.
don't! Come on, give us some hints. Here you go, B.
Cheers.
Number 2.
Cheers.
No phone calls.
This one doesn't have a lot of flavor. It just doesn't have like a much flavor. It's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do that again.
I don't really like it as much as I liked this one. Really liked this one.
Much. We like this one much better.
I like this
This one has way less, like, just generally taste and flavor. It's kind of like nothing.
one. Yeah.
Is it friendly? Does it leave a pleasing aftertaste on your palate?
It's not doing it.
No, I didn't
nothing.
find it very friendly.
I didn't find it unfriendly either. Just nothing.
Just
Almost nothing.
not.
Nothing. I'm feeling a lot of nothing from it.
No magic.
No magic at all.
No magic. I like
This
that.
one, very magical. All right, shall we cleanse our palate?
Cleansing.
Number 3. Here's number 3. Let's see what we think.
Everybody remember.
Cheers.
That's better than this one.
It is. This is
But
my
not as
least.
good as this. Not as good as number 1.
Yes, least favorite.
Yes, I would agree. Number
Yes.
2, least favorite.
Least favorite. And so here's what I'm thinking. If I had all the bottles full,
They
this
would,
one.
If you had all the bottles, they would be empty.
Yes, but this one, I would want to drink the whole bottle. This one would need to wait.
This one I would want to use for cooking.
Cooking! Oh, I remember that. I didn't really do a lot of cooking, but I did eat. Yes, it was very pleasurable. And this one, had I have been able to enjoy this bottle first, I would then probably drink this bottle.
Happily drink.
Yes, not this.
Not so much number 2. Number 2 I would probably cook with.
And I would give you mine to cook with as well.
Now, Scallion, would you like to reveal the results? What was wine number 1 that we are both in complete agreement? Most
Loving
expensive, least expensive, mid-price.
Loving it.
I think we're all in agreement. Yes, we're just going to continue to go
We're
back
going
to
to
this
continue
one.
to drink.
Well, you
number
tell
one.
us.
Yes.
What was number 1?
Do tell.
Wine number 1 was the Charles Krug.
And was that our least expensive, our mid-price, or our most expensive? Because
The Charles Krug was the premium price.
woohoo!
Lovely palate.
Tell us about this wine, please.
It's interesting, this wine does have a rich history, but interestingly enough, on the label, there's no mention of the essences, of the flavors, the nuances of the wine at all. The entire label discusses how very, very, very old and important the vineyard is.
Old and important. Like me.
Yes.
You are very, very, very old and important. But this bottle, the description doesn't tell us anything about how beautiful and the flavor of the wine.
Maybe they just think it's so good they don't have to. Because it's very good.
That's very, very
I'm going to need a little more of that
Yes, would you
one.
top us off with some of that? Now, wine number 2, we did not particularly care for. What was that?
No, not.
Wine number 2 was actually the mid-priced one.
No way!
I think they're trying to sell us on something that might not
Wow. Well, tell us about this. What is this, Bonterra?
Well, wine number 2 is the Bonterra. Bonterra is an organic wine. Like far out, dude.
Cool.
It's organic. It says that it has hints of pepper, pure vanilla spice, hints of rich berry plum flavors. I think they invent fruits.
Berry plum. Ever had a berry plum?
No. Berry plum.
I don't know, but this is...
I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I think it says chuckberry. No, it doesn't.
All right, and our final one, which we thought was actually quite...
That was doable.
I could drink that.
Doable,
And that
drinkable.
was which one?
Can I drink that too?
Yes.
Oh.
What was that
Goodbye.
one? That was the lowest
Number
price.
3 was the entry-level priced wine.
Ah, the Lindemans.
Yes.
And what can you tell us about the Lindemans?
Lindemann indicates on the label that it's a rich, smooth wine with more of those invented fruits, bulberries.
Boldberries.
Bulberries.
What are boldberries?
I'm not sure what bulberries
I don't know, but
are.
I want, it's Mabon, it's time for fruit, so I want some boldberries and some, what was the other one we had? The berry plum?
Berry plum.
Yes,
Berry
we're just
plum.
making up fruit today.
Yeah.
Berry
Making
plum
up
and
fruit.
bulberries. But it does say that it has a full, rich body.
Hey, honey, I got me a full rich body. Ha ha.
Oh,
Now,
I used to have a full rich body.
So I just wanted to let everyone know that I personally purchased all these at the supermarket this morning, and I paid supermarket price. So at my local supermarket, I paid $4.49 for the Lindemans, which we thought was quite drinkable.
Oh.
And I'm going to be getting that one actually again.
Yes.
This one, the Bonterra, I paid $15.99 for this, and I would not buy this again for $15.99. I wouldn't buy it for $4.99.
No.
For the Charles Krug, I paid $32.95. Now on Google reviews, let's just take a look. This one on Google reviews rates as a 4.4. This one rates as a 4.4. Would you say these are both a 4.4?
Oh,
Because I give this about a 2 point nothing.
No.
And then this one is a 4.8 on Google reviews.
Yes.
So if you're going out to taste some wine, here are some suggestions. Sometimes you can find some inexpensive wines that are quite drinkable.
So ladies, if you're having a date, then you'll order this one. If you're buying it for yourself, this one.
Well, some good advice from B. Awarė. So ladies, be Awarė of your wines. And thank you to Scallion for organizing
Yay!
our blind wine tasting today.
And thank you to Meg for making it possible for me to drink the wine.
Enjoy, B. Scallion, you better go get a glass.
I think I shall.
That was a lot of fun, I must admit. And we certainly know which wine we're going to want to drink first at our feast this evening. No questions asked. But that was a surprise there. I did not expect for that inexpensive wine to be the second place pick. So who knew? And it was really just a lot of fun. So thank you, Scallion. You know, and it just reminds me how this is a holiday of home and hearth. It's such a great time at Mabon to do some deep cleaning around your house. I like to clean with apple cider vinegar anyway, but especially for Mabon because, you know, apples are kind of part of this holiday. So maybe get out some apple cider vinegar. It's a wonderful time to clean your doors, door handles, and doorways. You can salt your doorways, and I like to do that kind of thing at this time of year. I like to do some smoke cleanses in my house. I made some cedar wands, as you can see, that turned out really, really, really well. And I like to use those around the house to cleanse out any negative energy. And I like to use prayer, meditation. I use a lot of musical cleansings as well, a lot of tonalities and frequencies, solfeggio frequencies. It is also a fantastic time to clean out your closets and your pantries and give away or donate some things that you don't really need anymore. And frankly, at both equinoxes, I like to do a deep house cleaning. So at Ostara and also again at Mabon. For each Sabbat, I like to do a reboot on my altar. So this is a great time if you have an altar in your home to take everything down, cleanse and clean your altar. I like to use apple cider vinegar, of course, and then do a reset of your altar. Think about using some of the colors of the season. The colors for autumn work great for Mabon, like golds, reds, yellows, oranges, but also the wine colors of Merlot, Burgundy, dark greens. They're fantastic. As you can see, I have a new robe and nightgown set that I made, and I really tried to find this fabric that would work for the colors of Mabon. So I got some purples and some greens in here and just more fall colors. But again, these are the colors of the season, and these are good things to incorporate into your altar. And you can use altar cloths or candles in these colors, anything you want, however it works for you. But here's a look at how my younger child and we like to run a co-altar. But here is how we set up our altar. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that. You know, Mabon is such a great time to respect the coming of darker winter days and to be thankful for the light and abundance of the summer season. I hope you had fun watching us set up our altar and make the pot roast and the apple pie, both kinds. And of course, all the other fun activities that go with a Sabbat. So however you choose to celebrate and whatever you choose to celebrate, I hope you have a fantastic time. And remember, in the words of Buddha, thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Thank you so much for being here today. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, and check us out on Instagram. We'll see you next time at the Magical Mansion.
I love baking.